Alright guys, we are back for segment number 4 of my 2026 Valentine's Day special. We just played some Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64 and that was a whole lot of fun. So, for our next segment we are going to be playing Mario Kart 64 for the Nintendo 64. So let's see how we're going to do on this game. Alright, let's go to one-player game, and we'll of course do Mario Grand Prix, and we'll do 50cc. I'll be Mario as always. And, let's do the flower cup for this segment. Alright, we'll start off with Toad's Turnpike for race number 1. Here we go. Oh, we start off with a boo item already, I'll take it. But we couldn't steal anything from any of my opponents. Oh well, that's okay. I got a banana here. Oh, that was a very sweet hit. Alright, this time we get a green shell. There's a banana. Gotcha, Yoshi. Alright, on to lap 2. Alright, there's 3 green shells. It was a good thing I had those green shells out to protect myself from that banana that was placed on the track. I follow up. Alright, now let's go ahead and use this banana here. Alright, now we get a mushroom. And we got the win in first place, just like that. Awesome. Alright, we start off with 9 points right there. Alright, now heading to Frappe Snowland for race 2. I'm gonna set that banana here. I just got told, so go with it. But yeah, a special announcement that I do have to share with all of you is that tomorrow, from the day that I am recording this, it's going to be the Daytona 500 to kick off the new season of the NASCAR Cup Series. That I'm definitely very excited about right here, because as some of you may know, I do happen to be a big NASCAR fan right here. So with a new NASCAR season that is about to start right here, I'm definitely very excited to watch the Daytona 500 right here for sure. And just so you guys know, the race will basically be airing on Fox right here. So we'll be starting somewhere early in the afternoon right here, from what I do recall, tomorrow on Sunday. So yeah, for any of you NASCAR fans out there, like myself, hopefully you all will tune into it as well. But yeah, something I would like to say right here in regards to the new season of the NASCAR Cup Series that's happening this year is that we got a rookie for this year that's very hyped by a lot of people. And he's like the most hyped rookie since possibly Jeff Gordon from all the way back in 1993. That being Connor Zilisch. And he's going to be a rookie that is competing in the Cup Series this year, and he's going to be driving the number 88 car for Trackhouse Racing right here. And in recent years, Connor Zilisch has really shown some talent at such a young age right here. And right now, he's just only currently 19 years old. So I do say it's pretty impressive for this young person to make the Cup Series right here at this young of an age right here. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how well we can do as a rookie right here. But anyways, just got another win right there in that race, as we just got ourselves another 9 points. Okay, so now we're gonna head off to Chocolate Mountain here for this next race. Oh, that time we got a boost star right here. That's very impressive. I got a fake item box right here. But yeah, in the past few days right here, basically the NASCAR Cup Series did have qualifying and the duels at Daytona before the Daytona 500. And about the duels right here that happened, I will tell you guys about the open teams that were able to make the race right here. The first of the open teams that did make the race was Justin Allgaier in the number 40 car for JR Motorsports, and it's also their second time competing in the Daytona 500 as well. But last year's race was when they made their Cup debut, and JR Motorsports is mainly known for being a team in the Xfinity Series. And speaking of that, it's actually rebranded this year to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. So it might take some time for me to get used to that right here, but yeah, like I have said, that series name has changed right here to the O'Reilly Auto Parts series now. And if you guys are not aware of JR Motorsports, that team is owned by a popular person in NASCAR for a lot of people, Dale Earnhardt Jr. And he's definitely one of the most famous icons right here in the sport to date right here, especially with how nice of a driver he was back when he was competing in the Cup Series in the good old days. But yeah, Dale Earnhardt Jr. I do know has retired in the NASCAR Cup Series after the 2017 season, but these days it's nice that he does own a team for himself right here, mainly in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and it is nice, like I said right here, that his team is making the Daytona 500 again for the second time after his team made their debut in that race last year. And I will say as well right here, in last year's Daytona 500 when JR Motorsports made their debut in Cup, they were able to get a top 10, which was very impressive. So for them to have another shot in the Daytona 500, that is definitely very exciting. I can't wait to see how Justin Allgaier does right here for this year. Hopefully he can get a good finish, but we shall see. Anyways, got another 9 points for winning that race. Now it's time to finish things off at Mario Raceway. So anyways, getting back to the rest of the open cars that made this year's Daytona 500 from what I have seen. Next up, there's Casey Mears, who's driving the 66 car for Garage 66. And it is pretty nice that he is in this year's Daytona 500 because he's actually pretty close to 500 career starts, and it is actually his first Daytona 500 that he's competed in since 2019, which was 7 years ago. And I also do know that it's been about a decade now since Casey Mears last competed full time. That certainly was so long ago right here. But yeah, I really am glad that Casey Mears is going to be in this year's Daytona 500 because he's pretty close to 500 career starts, like I said. So it would be nice if he could make that happen right here for this year. But we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, next up on the open entries that made the Daytona 500 this year, there's Corey Heim, who's racing a part-time car for 2311 Racing, which is the number 67. And if I recall correctly, I think this is Corey Heim's first Daytona 500 that he's ever competed in right here. I did hear that Corey Heim has had quite the talent in the truck series right here, so it's pretty exciting that he's going to be in the Daytona 500 as well. And lastly, for the open entries that made the Daytona 500, there was BJ McLeod, and originally it was Anthony Alfredo right here that was going to make the race, but unfortunately he had a dual violation after his dual race wrapped up, and it's what gave BJ McLeod a spot for the Daytona 500, which is pretty shocking right here. But nonetheless, it's still pretty nice for him to make the field as well. Alright, so it looks like we're going to end up in third right here on that last race, which was not too bad. Couldn't quite get a clean sweep right here, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to get 3 points right there for that. And I still become the big winner overall with a total of 30 points. So anyways, let's go into the award ceremony. And while that is happening, I will say right here that Jimmy Johnson is also going to be running in this year's Daytona 500 as well. 6 years ago was when he retired from full-time competition, from what I do know. He's one of the most legendary Cup Series drivers, if you all don't know, with him having 7 championships, which is quite impressive. And in the Daytona 500 last year, Jimmy Johnson actually had quite an impressive run, finishing third right here. And not only that was also his first top 10 and first top 5 in a next-gen car, believe it or not, right here. So when I saw that happen from last year for Jimmy Johnson, I was very proud of him, of his overall performance. So hopefully he can have another good finish right here for this year as well. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, there's our golden trophy. Alright. So anyways, I do say that is a great way to wrap things up for this segment. And while we were close to getting a clean sweep, I'm still very proud of myself for the way that I got that win overall. So that's all that's very important. But yeah, anyways, that is going to do it for Mario Kart 64 for the Nintendo 64 as part of my 2026 Valentine's Day special. But we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.